deals with feudal lords. That's the concept that I wanted to describe. It's a very unique concept. Not a lot of people are aware how to pull this off. What we use a bunch of templates, Notion templates, that where we document exactly each of the feudal lords, and we reach out to them systematically. We use Freedom Fusion system to do that, our CRM. But when we reach out to them, we say certain things, show certain things. But when we do that, we don't really ask for like, hey, send us the product or anything like this. What we do, we send out a notification and we give them opportunity to leverage our content to be. So if they mention Jack's Paws in their content, then it's gonna give them like a it's gonna give them an opportunity to stand out a lot further, and they could take a look at the example of our content. And if they wanted to collab, they can. All they gotta do is reply back, fill out the form, and once it's filled out, that's it. It's smooth sailing. At that point, we get into conversation with the brand, and if they wanna see more content, we create more content. But basically, we create content that includes combination of our uh, Jack's Paws brand together with their brand, and we show it to them. They use it, and when they mention us, our brand grows. So this is the number one way of doing um, collabing together with the feudal lords. Those feudal lords sometimes very powerful, but they're not going to be really paying you money until they see some followers, views, that kind of stuff. So the best way to create views is to use Threads Pet Automator and YouTube Pet Automator and TikTok Pet Automator. What worked for us was crisscrossing multiple brands together across multiple channels and doing so in a way where we are intermixing viral templates from CapCut together with the template together with the context of the brand. So in our particular case, our brand is Jack's Paws, and Jack's Paws is a luxury pet brand. And what we do, we combine together luxury pet brand with other brand. And when we do that, they mention Jack's Paws, and that's how we grow faster, a gazillion times faster. Because brands, they value the credibility of their creators. And when they do that, guys, so we got Pokemon over here. Thank you guys for joining. So guys, right now I'm just describing how to strike deals with feudal lords. Thank you for joining. I'm drinking some drink. It's a peach drink, and talking about the feudal lords, how to strike deals with them. So, what car is it? Well, it's a snow truck. It's a snow truck, and I know it's a brick outside, guys. I literally ended up shoveling the driveway for like 4 hours yesterday and an hour and a half today. I'm so cooked. It ain't even funny. If somebody tells you, you know, shoveling your driveway ain't exercise, I beg to differ. Oh my God. Like, but honestly, I should probably get a snowblower or something. I don't know. I mean, I survived the snowstorm. Sheesh. So yeah, guys, so how do we strike deals with feudal lords? I wanted to talk about that. And I don't know if you guys watching the latest, The Night of the Seven Kingdoms. I don't know if you guys watching that on HBO Max, but that's kind of dope. I watched the first episode. It was like, each episode is 30 minutes, but it's millions of dollars or something. So man, I gotta get an apple pie and talk about how to strike deals with feudal lords. So guys, like, obviously I don't need to explain what is feudal lord. Even Elon Musk's title, his username has lord name in it. I guess a lot of people picked it up, the feudal system framework that I reincarnated from 2024 from Japan. And yeah, and then Pepsi loved it. They created a drink, the Mountain Dew drink. Hold on a sec, guys. Yeah, can I get an apple pie, please?
I'm sorry?
Can I get an apple pie?
One apple pie?
Yep.
Anything else?
That's it.
One apple pie, that's all?
Yep, that's it. All right, guys, so this is how you strike deals with feudal lords. I'm gonna give you an example of how my talent agency does it. So this way you could see an example and pull this off. So obviously, guys, you already know we got a couple of brands. So one of them is a pet brand. So when we reach out to the feudal lord, we systemize everything in Notion templates. So in simple words, we do a little bit of scraping, and when we scrape the internet, we're looking for the type of feudal lords who have the history of sharing their creators, like mentioning their creators. Those are the type of feudal lords that we go after, meaning not some random big companies um, and kind of getting crickets, none of that. Instead, we specifically scrape for and look for companies that are that collab with creators and mention the creators' content. That's the biggest T from this. So the second T is, oh, hello guys, thank you for joining, for allocating a little bit of your time. I know we got some snow over here, and I'm so cooked from just trying to recover from the snow. You know, I feel a little bit, kind of upset that I'm not in Florida. Although I did get some peach drink and some, I don't know, some banana drink. Yeah, I mean, it's a break over here, guys. It's a break. So, anyway, going back to what I was saying. Hold on a sec, guys. I gotta drink this real quick. Man, I thought like I'm gonna get this drink and it's gonna be a drink, but it turns out to be I was wrong. It was a frozen drink, literally. I can't drink it until it gets unfrozen. So anyway, guys, look, I'm gonna explain to you like what the hell am I talking about, the feudal lords. I mean, you guys already seen that the word lord picked up the pace quite heavily. I mean, even Elon Musk has a title, Lord at the end, Lord X or something like this. So now that we are on the same page and you clearly understand what is feudal lord and you're familiar with this channel, there's two types of people: freedom founders and feudal lords. You kind of got to decide who you are, guys, whether you're a freedom founder or a feudal lord. So, and no, freelancer is not the freedom founder. Freelancer is a one-trick pony. Freedom founder is somebody who can operate under the radar, somebody who can build not based on effort, but based on results, not based on hours, but based on results. Not based on somebody telling me to do something, but because I want to do something. That is the difference between freelancer and freedom founder. Freedom founders often don't see any money throughout their journey as they navigate through some of those high cardinality, heterogeneous complexities of the modern day world where we live in today. But hey, you know what? I got some dollars over here, guys, and I got some. Okay, look. So the next thing. So anyway, how do you connect to the feudal lords? So the first thing, guys, what you gotta do is you gotta create a Notion template. You gotta scrape a bunch of feudal lords who are receptive of creators, who are mentioning creators in their content, meaning they're tagging creators and they're saying, "Yo, check out Jack's Paws." Why would brands do that? Well, reason is simple: they need organic content. So if they don't do that, they don't grow, and people don't trust the brand and don't buy anything. So that's the reason why they do that. So that's the type of brands the feudal lords will reach out to. So our top criteria when we do the scraping for the feudal lords, top criteria, the feudal lord gotta be receptive of creators and have precise examples of referencing other creators. In our particular case, we're obviously building a luxury pet brand called Jack's Paws. And of course other brands as well in a parallel, but right now I'm just going to be talking about Jack's Paws. Hold on a sec, guys. Hello? Yeah? Okay. I had to get an apple pie, guys. Otherwise I'd be so cooked from such a cold weather. Or should I say, bricked. Thank you. So to make the long story short, guys, essentially our top criteria for the feudal lord is somebody who mentions creators in their content. If that feudal lord doesn't have a good history of that, we don't contact them. That's the first thing. Yeah. Thank you. So let me kind of clarify the reasoning behind it. Our first feudal lord who will reach out, the main reason why we do that, guys, is because it doesn't make any sense for us to reach out to feudal lord and just promote their products if they don't help our brand grow. So sometimes people refer to it as collab type of partnerships. And in a way, that's kind of like what I'm describing here, except if you're a freedom founder and you haven't built a brand and you just have a UGC expertise, then like this is perfect strategy for you. Like if you're a freedom founder and you're a pet, meaning your pet UGC creator, the freedom founder who operates not based on effort or hours, but based on results, then this is the strategy for you guys. The strategy is very simple. You find those feudal lords. You could scrape them quickly, place all of their contacts into Notion, and then export Notion into CRM. That's the quickest way for you to fill up your CRM, your Freedom Fusion System CRM, with the feudal lords. Then what you're going to be doing, you're going to be systemizing your outreach to those feudal lords, and going to be operationalizing your responses. The way you communicate with the feudal lords does matter. They can either look at you and be like, I don't want to deal with that person, or they look at you and be like, damn, I want to give you the money. And at first, what's going to happen in majority of the cases, they never give you the money. Why? Because first of all, you don't have any views, you don't have any followers, you don't have anything. There's no reason for them to give you money. But what they could do something better than money. They could give you something incredible, guys. They could give you an opportunity to make that money. Now, how do you do that? How do they give you that opportunity? By sharing social signals, by mentioning your content. But what if you don't have any products? What is the purpose of mentioning your content? The reason why is because essentially other brands going to be on a radar. They're going to be looking at that. Other brands going to be like, yo, this is a fire brand. This is a fire brand, Jack's Paws. Let's go ahead and reach out to them. So that's how I do it, guys. That is how you do it. Anyway, that's it for now. See you next time. Take care.